This is Vianney News Network. I'm Sam.
And I'm Ryan.
We begin our broadcast today with the Vianney News Network exclusive.
Thank you, guys. That is right. I am here with Mr. Tom Mulvihill, Director of Admissions, getting ready to welcome hundreds of students and parents to the open house. What should prospective students expect to learn from this open house?
In a word, everything. We are so excited to show all of our programs. You can learn about all the different classes in our curriculum, clubs, activities, sports. It's all on display, and you get to walk through our beautiful facilities here at St. John Vianney High School.
What are some key factors that you hope that these students take away from the open house?
At open house, you really get to feel the family spirit here at Vianney. There's really a great brotherhood, a connection between the folks that are part of our school. And we really hope they get to see the amazing teachers that we have, the cool classes that they can take, and the ways that we can help them grow into men of character and accomplishment.
Now we have some breaking news from the Vianney News Network that the students will be receiving an exclusive item if they attend the open house.
That is right. You can't come to Vianney and not go home with some amazing black and gold gear. And this year, I really think we've outdone ourselves. We have custom and exclusive Vianney socks that will be going home with all of our students that come and visit at open house. We hope you grab yours, and I can tell you from personal experience, they're pretty amazing.
That's fantastic, Mr. Mulvihill. Thank you very much. Back to you, Sam and Ryan.
Thank you, Paul. Those socks look fabulous.
I agree, the designs look great. Next up, we're getting an interview with Sam Reynolds, speaking about our new Esports Center.
Vianney Esports was one of the very first esports programs in the entire state of Missouri. They have their own jerseys, and they're one of the only athletic programs that was still competing in the great 2020 lockdown. I'm here with Mr. Reynolds to get an exclusive look at the program.
It's a great day to be a Griffin.
To begin, what was the biggest inspiration for the program?
I'd say the biggest inspiration for the program so far has been the students themselves. This was started back in November of 2019, and it was started by the students, led by the students, and still to this day in 2021, that's still primarily how we operate. So the students are 100% the reason why we do it.
All right. Are you considered an official athletic program by the state of Missouri?
We are recognized, esports is recognized by MISHA, the Missouri High School Athletic Association, as an emerging activity, club and activity. So what that means for us is that does mean our boys are allowed to earn a varsity letter. They can participate, compete up to 80% in the clubs, activities, the competitions, and they can actually earn a varsity letter in esports.
Would you say you're one of the top esports programs in the state?
We're certainly a competitive team. We are competing in the MOSEF, which is the Missouri Scholastic Esports Federation, and we're doing quite well there. And we are also competing, one of our teams is competing in the High School Esports League, which is a national league, and I'm happy to report they are currently #1 in the country right now.
Folks, one of the top esports programs in the state, Vianney Esports. Back to you, Sam.
Thank you, Calvin. We're excited to see more from the esports teams.
Next up is a one-on-one interview with Mr. Mulligan, the man, the myth.
Okay, joining me today is the man, the myth, the legend, Mr. Ian Mulligan, the principal of Vianney High School. And today we're just going to be asking a few questions about him and getting to know a little bit more. So, without further ado, what extracurricular activities were you involved in as a kid?
I would say a number of them, mostly athletic. I played soccer. My freshman year of high school, I played soccer, baseball, and basketball. And then as time went on, played really just soccer. I would also say growing up, tried to get involved in different things, different clubs. I think at one point I was part of a paintball club. And yeah, just any way I could get to know other guys at my school.
All right, that was really good to hear. And so my next question is, what was your favorite subject during high school?
I loved really math and science. I would say either one of those two. Science really became a passion of mine. I studied science all the way into college and earned a degree in biology. So I would probably highlight those two. Took some high-level maths, but science #1.
Okay, so moving on to our last question. Did you ever picture being the principal of our high school or any high school for that matter?
Good question. I it's interesting. When I applied to the position here at Vianney, I remember saying to my wife, like, maybe someday I would want to be principal. I'm not totally sure. So I think for me, it was never anything like, I've got to be a principal. This is what I meant to do. I enjoy really working with students. I've enjoyed learning how to lead. And so really for me at Vianney, it was right time, right place. I remember leaving here the first time I interviewed feeling like, I want to be a part of that place. And this might be a way to do that. So I guess the short answer is no, I never felt like I had to be a principal, but the right opportunity at the right time. And here I am loving it and love it every day.
All right, thank you for those answers. Those were really good answers. I'm glad we got to learn a lot more about you. And back to you.
Thank you, Reese, for letting us learn more about Mr. Mulligan.
After the break, what are in those spicy chicken sandwiches that make them so addicting?
Everything's gotta go! It's gotta go! This has gotta go! This has gotta go! This has gotta go! This is mine, Vianney. What? This is the one I want. Sweatshirts gone! We need those shirts gone! Everything has to go, so see you later.
Welcome back.
One of the biggest questions every person asks, what is in those chicken sandwiches that
Makes them so addicting.
Let's throw over to John, who has the hottest scoop.
That's right, we're here at the Griffin's Cafe, heart of the student body, and one thing that sets us apart from the rest of school lunches is our spicy chicken sandwich. Okay, I'm here in the Griffin's kitchen where all the magic happens with Miss Amelung, and I have a couple questions to ask her. Okay, is it true that you've never had a Vianney spicy chicken sandwich?
It's absolutely true. I've never eaten a spicy chicken sandwich.
Okay, what's in the spicy chicken sandwich sauce that makes it taste so iconic?
It's a mixture of Frank's hot sauce and butter, but I cannot give out the exact amount of what I use. It's a secret recipe.
And we have an exclusive feature here. Miss Amelung, for the first time in her 22 years of working in the Griffin kitchen, is gonna take a bite of her first ever spicy chicken sandwich.
No wonder we love those sandwiches so much.
I know, they look scrum-diddly-umptious. After this break, we got the weather. Let's bring it over to Kel with the weather.
Does it really matter if it's snowing, raining, or hailing? We've got you covered.
Weather looks great out there.
Are you sure he's okay?
He's fine. Joining us now is Jake with Griffin Sports.
At Vianney, our sports have been the definition of success. And if you need any proof, this year, our soccer program has been inducted into the Missouri Sports Hall of Fame. Luke has the latest.
This year, Vianney's longtime successes in our soccer program are being cemented into history. Our soccer program is being put in the Missouri Sports Hall of Fame. They're being put in here because of their amazing accolades, some of which are through 1978 to 1992, they won 7 state championships. In 1992, they even won the mythical national championship. For these successes, our program is being put into the Missouri Sports Hall of Fame. I interviewed Vianney varsity soccer manager Jeremy Pellizzaro and asked him some questions about our program being put in the Missouri Sports Hall of Fame. All right, I'm here with varsity soccer coach manager Jeremy Pellizzaro, and I'm going to be asking him some questions today. So Jeremy, Vianney soccer team just recently got inducted into the Missouri Sports Hall of Fame. What are your thoughts on this?
Yeah, I think it's a great honor. I think Vianney really deserves it. It's got a great program and it's got some great coaches behind it.
You're closely involved with the soccer team as a manager. What is it like being around this team, and what's the mood around the team right now with the induction?
I think it's a great honor being around this team. with the boys being inducted to the Hall of Fame, I just feel so happy for them, and especially for the coaches too.
Great. That's great answers, Jeremy. Thanks for being here today.
Thank you, Luke. With fall sports coming to an end, we send it down to Jeremy, who has a recap of the season.
Hello and welcome to the Fall Sports Recap. Districts are coming up this weekend as the season dies down. Last night, the varsity soccer team had their senior night game, which was an 8-0 victory. Here's some highlights from last night's game. Last night, I got a chance to talk to varsity head coach Brian Haddock. Here's what he had to say after the game. I'm here with Coach Brian Haddock. Coach, how does it feel after this 8-0 victory tonight?
The result was awesome, but better than the result was the fact that we won the game for our seniors, and then all the seniors got to play a substantial amount of time.
Knowing this is some of the seniors' final few games, what advice do you have for them when they enter future college sports?
Gosh, so much advice for them, but I guess as seniors to really enjoy the Vianney experience more than just soccer. Soccer is only going to take you guys so long, and someday that's going to end, but these relationships that you guys make here will never end. So just soak in the whole high school experience, whether it's the clubs you're in or the other sports you play, and the friendships, most importantly.
Thank you.
Thanks, Jeremy.
Thank you, Jake.
Coming in, we have footage of a close encounter with the Griffin.
It's truly some majestic footage. Let's watch. What an amazing sight. Wow.
Thank you for joining us at Vianney News Network.
And remember, that's all, folks.